So
many radios.
that's why it's good. You have multiple videos on top of each other.
You can see how many people are on. Okay, so they're just starting to pop on.
I'm about to post something too.
Hit on. Let's hit him with a question.
Let us know that when you log in.
Tell us your favorite thing about hitting or something. I don't know, just it's a weird question, but I don't know. Sounds cool.
They're gonna say hitting people in the face.
Yes, that's what everybody's answer is.
They can hear you, just so you know.
That's fine. There's only one
Before we
answer.
say something.
Such a nerd.
But I got my.
Win the ball.
She was saying, what's your favorite set to hit?
Yeah, try that.
What's your favorite set to hit?
Can you remove the other camera?
What's up, Elevation Nation? Coach Lisa and Coach Adam here. We get to talk to you guys today about attacking. We're real excited to be with you and hope you all can comment as we go through this. Hey, one note to make. Since we have the new rules coming out by the governor and USA Volleyball, there will be no Showdown in the Smokies tournament at the end of April or NKJV. So you should all know that by now. We'll keep sending updates out as we get information coming into the club, and we'll contact you guys all soon via email. Hey, while you're logging on here, we're asking what your favorite set is to hit. So as you guys log in, let us know what you guys like to hit as attackers.
Ready to get started? No?
Let's-
You know?
Go.
All right, let's get it going.
Let's get it started.
It's going.
All right, so first we have Marilyn Popplewell here, who is on 17 Galler. Marilyn is currently uncommitted and runs the middle for the team. And we're going to put her on the box and just let her get warmed up. It'll take a couple swings, but I think what everybody notices about Marilyn, or what our primary focus of Marilyn on the box is the separation, the arm swing. Personally, I like to call it shoot the moon. Maybe a bow and arrow aimed at the moon. So the arm draw is back before it gets too high. The hands by her ear. Lisa, what do you think?
In Maryland, we see a very good hip exchange here with her hips being open. When she attacks the ball, you can see them close to add that extra power. A lot of attackers miss this point and just swing with their shoulder, when really there's core involved, hip involved, a lot more than just your arm.
I agree. For you players who came to the hitting positionals, this is what we called full bodies when we warmed up. That hip starts open and starts to pull that core through, and that arm acts like the whip. We try to get that arm through as fast as we can. Long, fast arms.
Hey, we got a lot of people. Hey guys, we also have Janie Rumley. What's up? You like that go? And so does Logan Dixon. Carmen, you're a setter. How do you like that go? What's up to the Evans family? Coach Howie's on here. Rachel Hammond likes to hit a slide. What's up with that, Coach? Here goes Haley Green. Haley Green likes slides for sure, but you're going to see her hitting off of a box right now.
Really focus on that hip. Coach Lisa calls it a hip exchange. I call it a hip twitch. I think at the end of the day, though, we're always talking about, separate, get the hand back, but the open hips really facilitate that separation.
Here we have McKenna Curlin. She's on our 13s team. Love to have the young kids in this group. McKenna has a very excellent hand-to-ball contact. She has a very nice opening with her arms that draws real nice. It's coming open by her ear. There's a nice separation by her ear, and her snap over the ball is excellent. Absolutely beautiful.
I agree. I like how her wrist goes over her thumb. She's really rolling that wrist over the top. The pop at the top, right? That contact is high. The hand is ball shaped.
You see her pulling her draw hand down, her guide hand to help give her some power there.
So we'll change gears here and really focus on the last two steps in the approach.
Do you guys know what these last two steps are called? Make some comments here. Tell us what these last two steps of your approach are called. Here we go.
What are those two steps called? Many people call them many different things. Let's see it. Call somebody out. Participate. We know somebody on there. Who knows? Is somebody on there?
Is it called?
Is it time? There we go. Drive step.
Yeah,
There
Janie
it
Rumley, drive step. A lot of us call that a drive step. What do you call it? Do you call it anything else, Adam?
I've heard it as step close.
Step close.
And that's not really.
So we say step close as well. Step close.
Haley did a good job. Watch that left foot stay open to the setter. So the hips are open on the way up. See that? And then the hip drives and the arm and the shoulder come through.
Very important here to land on 2 feet. We want to eliminate, reduce injuries. Landing on 2 feet is very essential here to just take some of that load away from your knees.
All right. They're exploding through the zone. They're fast at the end, right, left.
What's the zone, Adam?
The zone. So they finish swinging before they land too tight to the net. So they're off the net. They've got proper distance from the net.
In this next view coming up, you're going to notice the heel toe on the ground. You'll see a heel toe to get that spring. If we drove our toes into the floor, all of our energy would go down, which would not allow us to transfer that energy up.
Yeah, I agree. Watch how the hips sink also. So the hips go down and they go up. There's a comfortable drift to the window like Haley Green just demonstrated. Watch Marilyn's long arms. Her thumbs are tighter to their hips. It's a very efficient movement. Okay, it's got the long arms too. I like the levers, whatever you call them.
I like that they're getting their feet pointed to their setters.
Right, Marilyn likes to swing off her body often.
Sometimes it's funny when I see kids in tryouts, Adam. I'll notice a pigeon toe here or there, and it makes me think that they're going to be pretty good hitters one day.
Right, that feet open to the setter really help with your hitter's window, driving the hip twitch through, making a full body effort, just being easier to set. Setters will set hitters who are easier to set. And everyone likes to get set more. You'll notice Marilyn always follows through with her left arm inside her body. Kind of goes left hip by the left shoulder, left elbow by the left hip. Both of those are okay with me. What about you, Lisa?
I like it as well. All 3 of them have different arm swings. So Haley kind of stays a little compact. Maryland has kind of more of a cross body swing, and McKenna hits very straight on. I like all 3 of these.
And these are traditional.
I just got a comment here from Brooke. Hi Brooke. Says they're leaning forward before they get to their momentum forward. Wait. Yes, so they're leaning into their approach before they get to that drive step, that step close. You see their shoulders go over their hips.
Yes.
So they can get into that drive step. That's going to allow for a little higher vertical.
Absolutely. And a heavier ball, right?
And
a better paced ball. Now we're talking about the 4-step approach. From serve receive, you'll notice it's super comfortable. Everyone see the rhythm to it, slow to fast. All the players are still fast at the end with the crossover, very heel to toe, drive into the ball open.
I noticed this at higher levels when I see the shuffle going out and the crossover step, Adam. Sometimes you don't see this at the younger age level. Why do you think that is?
I don't think those players are overly focused on or can physically cover that space yet. But I think the primary focus for hitting that transcends all age groups is just look how fast they are at the end. Look how they finish jumping and then hit the ball. And as hitters, it's always better to be a little late than early. We should see it in Haley go slow to fast at the end. That's a great swing.
So our strength coach, Coach Adam, made a comment about arm swing for timing purposes. There's definitely a rhythm to all this, you guys, and I think you can see it. When they're leaning forward with their shoulders, all three of them, all their arms are forward. They're getting ready to drive those arms back before they explode.
Yeah, they're definitely leading with their hands, which is just an athletic dynamic movement.
Now I think you everyone should be doing some workouts nowadays. I think when you're thinking of attacking, we've got to keep in shape, you guys. This is a lot of load on our bodies. Attacking, jumping, and landing is a lot of pressure on our knees and our joints and our back. If we're not working out in this off time, it's going to be very hard to get back into this rhythm when we come back in a month.
Ella, I like your comment. Are their heads bobbing too much? Not too much, but it's good to focus on the level head and the natural athletic movement versus the hopping out to get outside and go. I think that's a good insight.
I like how Coach Lazaya made a comment of slow to fast. When we do a 4-step approach, our first 2 steps are slow, and then we go into the faster last 2 steps of the approach. And it's the same with small to big. So the first 2 steps are smaller, where your last ones are big. Slow to fast and small to large. That was a great comment by Coach Lazaya. Hey, so this next drill, our girls had some fun with this one. We put them back on the bleachers just to kind of show that an approach can be made from anywhere. And they're just kind of walking into their approaches on this next drill, and then they use their slow to fast and their small to big, and you can really see the drive of their vertical.
I agree, but what I think these older players do really well that some players struggle with is that directional step. That change is made on the second step, not the third and fourth. So I think that goes into taking the step to trust your setter and waiting in that first step and make the directional change in your second and then go fast with the third and fourth.
Hey, we're getting a couple of comments on what can we do at home. We put up a couple great videos on our page there to do some wrist snaps at home. You are now getting the workouts. You should be getting some workouts from your coaches. If you haven't received them yet, you should be getting them at least today. I want to know from that video, who do you think jumps the highest and who do you think hits the hardest? We got a radar gun coming up for you. Who out of these 3, Haley, McKenna, and Marilyn, jumps the highest, and who hits the hardest?
Marilyn came up with 46.
Ooh, 35. Yeah.
32. I think we mistracked that one. Marilyn tipped. 47, 43.
They are doing a great job creeping, Bailey. They're going slow to fast, creep up on the ball into the fast ending. I think Haley is a 10-foot plus toucher, isn't she, Adam?
Yeah, she was at 10 last year, so she's probably north of that this year. She's been working hard.
Yes, and you can tell there's a lot of space between the floor and her feet. Same with Marilyn. It's really fun to see as you all grow and as you all get more athletic and start doing your strength performance exercises, how your verticals start changing. I also believe that a defensive player, a libero, should also be jumping just as an attacker would. Their legs need to be just as strong for those pushes that you need to get under a ball as an attacker would to get up high to hit the ball down.
Let's open
Adam,
up.
I see a lot of comments that Haley's jumping the highest and hits the hardest.
That might be true. Maryland's a close second. But
Yeah, Maryland's a close second. Hey, what did you see the average was for a volleyball player?
So at the high level, averaging men's and women's swings, it's 50 to 70 miles an hour.
So if you're clocking your attack, the average swing is a 50 to 70 mile an hour. Haley was registering there. I think her highest was 46 maybe.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's not a great radar.
And Alyssa was filming this and trying not to get hit, so we weren't doing as great a job. It was probably a little higher than that. Great job, girls. You guys did awesome on this one. This was kind of fun.
Yeah, but we're interested in. Tell me something you saw from hitting positionals, or something as a hitter you think we should hit on again, or if you have a question, ask it. But let's manufacture some sort of feedback. So when you guys are in the huddle, or your coach asks you a question, you should be able to provide good feedback, and that is immediate and specific. So somebody provide good feedback, whether it's just a comment, a question, an insight, anything. Please.
I think I'd like to see, Adam, some more hip exchange kind of drills. What did you call that again?
Yeah, we call them full bodies.
Full bodies. I like the full body focus, so we can get a little more power on our swings.
Right. Yes, definitely go McKenna.
Yes, go McKenna.
Where's Brooke? Where are the older kids? Lily, Brooke. Contact and timing with the ball. Good job of not broad jumping. Yeah.
So yeah, will you explain why they're not broad jumping so much, Adam? I think that's a great comment by Kaylee.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think they're broad jumping. I think they get going really fast, and they drop the hips, and they put all of their focus into going up, and that pigeon toe or opening to the center helps control a comfortable drift, and they drift through the window naturally. Like that. When do you start your approach? That's a good question. Lisa, what do you got?
Well, I think your approach is going to be based on the timing of your set for your team's setter and what your coach's tempo is. Tempo meaning speed of the set. I think that the slow to fast cue is going to be a big deal. So if you're taking your first 2 steps slow, your last 2 steps fast, you're going to be hitting that ball most likely at a good tempo, as long as your setter's trying to get that the same every time.
Yeah, I agree. The cheats for that are, if you're in system, you should take your first step, as long as you're, like Lisa said, slow to fast, but just before the setter sets the ball. Lisa, you agree?
Yes, right.
If you're in system on tempo. And the second sheet is the second step in your 4-step approach, or the second step, or I should say the third to last step in your approach should be around the 10-foot line. What else we got here?
I like our strength and performance coach makes another comment about just the strength that you need to attack the ball. Again, guys, this is a big deal. We have another month off, and we won't see you guys for a while. We have to keep our shoulders strong with some great, shoulder exercises. We need to keep our legs strong so we can hit the ground running when you get back here. We can't wait to see you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, the high contact is a big one. Playing high is more essential the older you get. What else? Loading on the drive step, the hips drop at the right time. I agree, it is largely a fluid movement. When they are jumping, they're staying open to the setter. Yeah, that's that step, that last step, that right left, open to the setter, bigger hitter window, hips can engage and make it a full body swing.
Hey, when Kara Richter mentioned something about keeping your eye on the ball, that's a great point. Your hand-to-ball contact is one thing we definitely look for in our club. But as you get older, you also are going to be able to see where the block is. You're going to see where the defense is setting up. Things are one day just going to click for you, and that's going to be beautiful. But it first starts with a good hand-to-ball contact, which means exactly what Kara said. You have to keep your eye on the ball.
Right. All of those things make it possible. And at the older age groups, we talk about manipulating the ball, shaping the ball handling before ball control, stuff like that. So that good hand to ball makes all of those higher level concepts possible.
Right. Adam was just mentioning manipulating the ball. As you guys get older, there's some wonderful swings that you'll get to use with crossbody swings and thumb down swings. You're going to be able to put tails on the ball, and it may look like it's going straight into the defender's lap, and then it curves off at the end. It's so fun. There's so many different things you can learn at each age level. When you get up to 17s and 18s, there's still more.
Yes.
And then college coaches love that because you know some of those things, and then they're going to teach you and build off of that.
Absolutely. Contact points, things like that. All important stuff. But yeah, we appreciate the good participation. That is good to know you guys are still out there and still very interested, still engaged. That makes it more fun for us, and that makes us want to get back in the gym more quickly.
Hopefully we'll see you guys back here for Thursday. Thursday is going to be more gameplay, and we're going to go over some attacking things with Thursday's videos. We hope that you guys come on, get ready to talk to us. We want to hear from you. Again, make sure you're getting your workouts from your coaches, and I hope to see you guys on Zoom calls. I'm popping in most of your team meetings on Zoom calls. I just want to see you guys playing and interacting with your teams. You know, great mentor of mine says energy feeds energy. It's awesome to see just the communication going on with your Zoom calls and in these chat rooms. So keep it coming, because energy feeds energy. We can feed off of each other and keep this club alive and thriving until we get back.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.